Today we'll be learning if nesting in Python or if statements in Python. But if statements are one of my favorite things in Python, but it can be really annoying. What is if statements? Let's first of all create one variable. A is equal to 1 and another variable b equal to 2. And if a equal to b, then. So this is a code I have got is if statement is just English if. If and this happens, a equal to, not equal to, this equal to will set that a into this b. So equal to is used to compare two values, a value here and a value here. So it's not normal equal to, it is equal to equal to. Normal equal to is equal sign is used for variables, and this is for comparing two things and checking if two things are equal. Then we use this colon to indicate then, and entering in the correct space we can write the code that needs to be executed if this thing is true. If it is false, we can do else. So if a equal to b, I can say equal, and else I can print not equal. So you can see 1 is not equal to 2. So let's see what it prints. It prints not equal in the terminal over here, not equal. Why is that so? A equal to 1 and B equal to 2. And it's saying if A equal to B, that is not true. It does not print equal. So this thing is false, which goes to else, and else it is printing not equal. So for example, if this was 2 and I run that, it says equal because this is true in this case. A is 2 and B is 2, which means A equal to B is true. In that case, it prints equal. So this is correct. Now there is another thing that we can do, that is elif, elif. This is else if, but you couldn't write else if. Instead, you write elif. Elif is the short form for else if. So else if A is greater than B, A is greater than B, then I'm going to print A is larger. A is larger. And I'm going to do the same over here. But instead I'm going to do else print B is larger. So if A is equal to 2 and B equal to 2 and I run that, it says equal. And if I set A to 1 and run that, it says B is larger because this is false, A is not equal to B. This is false, A is not greater than B. So it obviously goes to this else and prints the else statement. And if I set this to 3, oh, 1 second. Sorry, let me edit that. Okay. If I set that to 3, it says A is larger because this is true and it runs this line of code. Now we can also do if nesting. That is, for example, I'm going to ask the user v equal to input left or right. Right. There you go. Left or right. And I'm going to set if v equal to left, Then I'm going to do another thing. So I'm going to ask b equal to input straight or left. So now we have two options. So we need to do an if statement inside this. So if b equal to straight, sorry, straight, then I'm going to say you are saved, and sorry, you are saved. Sorry, I'm going to print that. Print your saved. There you go. Now, if it's not that case and elif elif be equal to left, then I'm going to print you died. You died. So as you can see, there is inside this f, inside this if there is another if, right? But if I put this print over here, this wouldn't work. So the spacing should be correct, and that is another important factor while if nesting. So this is called if nesting. Now I need to do another thing. For if I go to right, elif v equal to right, I'm going to say you're dead. Print you died. Right. So these are some things that you need to know while you're going to do if nesting, that you need to be careful of. Make sure the spacings are correct, make sure the colon is in the correct place, make sure brackets are in correct place. Oh, I just found one mistake over there. So make sure all these things are correct. So now let's run that. It says left or right. If I go to left, sorry, if I go to right, I go right, it says I died. Now if I do that again and go left and say straight, I'm saved. And if I say left and another left, it says I died. So this is if nesting. So that's all for this video. Next video I'll be talking about functions in Python.